thing I'd have to say about if you were getting married to Stuart is, wouldn't it be brilliant? It'd be brilliant.
Are you recording?
No, go.
Right, start recording. Okay, it's recording, right.
Hi everybody, especially you Michaela, looking lovely.
Hi Michaela.
Hi, Michaela.
Hi Michaela. Here's some advice on surviving married life with our lovely Stu.
My first bit of advice would be to be careful during the first dance. Stu's signature move involves him waving his arms around a lot.
My advice to Michaela would be don't leave Stuart alone in a pub, basically because otherwise he'll just befriend all the randomers.
Stuart is a kleptomaniac.
I mean, of course, looking back, Stuart Wade, he's a complete kleptomaniac.
He would go out on a Saturday night to the pub with his friends, and then Sunday morning the family would go out into the back garden and they would find a workman's sign, beer glasses.
Heineken glasses, Stella glasses, Foster's glasses, well, loads of Foster's glasses.
Workman cones.
Bar stools. We managed to take bar stools from pubs in Chingford. And that doesn't even get us into the realms of garden furniture.
A parasol from the beer garden that he had collected and brought home on his journey back from the pub.
So, I mean, the list was endless. So I guess really the advice that I'm trying to give you, Michaela, is that if you ever want to do some home furnishing, don't worry about going to anywhere like IKEA or Debenhams or House of Fraser. Take a look in some of the local pubs around where you live and put in an order with Stuart.
Brilliant!
When drunk, keep him away from lampposts. He got so drunk and the lamppost was giving him a really dodgy look, so he decided to punch it. Told him to go to the doctors, but Stu, being stubborn, refused. A few days later, finally decided to go to the doctors because his hand wasn't healing and it was broken. So yeah, keep him away from any lampposts, especially those ones that are giving him dodgy looks.
I don't know if you noticed, but Stu loves a bit of fried chicken. Pots of chicken. I turned myself into a massive chicken fiend. I think I must have put about a stone on through this guy. So if you want to keep our young Stu happy, always remember to give him a few chicken wings, especially after he's had a few beers. Much love. Peace out.
Right, go.
It's alright, the thing about Stuart Wade is, he's really brilliant. He's just brilliant.
Uncle Stuart is very brave. I know that because he's got lots of tattoos.
Never introduce him to a loved one that's from anywhere outside of the south of England. He'll instantly start doing a terrible impression of their accent. Don't let him navigate to Leeds on his own, on a motorcycle.
No matter how much he insists he knows the way, don't let him navigate. He'll either lose concentration and forget to tell you the directions, or just take you the completely wrong way. Once he took us on a 2.5-hour detour to my niece's christening when I was the godfather. Everyone thought I'd changed my mind and gone home.
Actually, don't let him navigate anywhere.
Do I look like I keep doing this?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Please don't do what you used to do as a teenager. You know what I'm talking about in your bedroom. Lots of boobs, far too much flesh. And I'm talking about posters before any of you lot get any ideas. You don't need these anymore. You've got Michaela in your life.
It looks like it's too far away from the camera.
My first experience was many moons ago. I was asked to check on my parents' house whilst they were on holiday and my brother was house sitting. I've used my keys to let myself in. As I've walked through the door, the Wade is launching himself off of a chair in an attempt to headbutt the chandelier. Didn't go down too well. Next time I saw him, his face was covered in piercings from everything. Eyebrows, noses, face, ears, the lot. He was just covered in metal. So just avoid shiny things because they don't seem to end too well for him.
If you ever want to confess, can you just stop recording and start again?
No, because this is really quite
this is
funny.
no good. Just cut.
Okay.
If Stuart ever asks if you want to smoke grass with him, say no. When we're about 12, we're down the bottom of his parents' garden and he starts ripping up chunks of the actual lawn, which he rolls up a newspaper and sets fire to. Right, the smell was abysmal, but undeterred, he takes a massive toke on it, which he holds in for about a second before turning white as a sheet and coughing and retching like a cat with a fur ball. Did he get high? No. Did he have a good laugh about it afterwards? Also no.
A little tip if you go to Amsterdam, don't let him smoke any wacky-backy off a strange but very nice Dutchman. That story ended with him crying on the toilet, thinking the world was going to end.
If you ever decide you want to go and see the Rocky Horror Show, Just make sure Stu doesn't drink too much in advance, because it does tend to get a little, I don't know, confused when he's watching it. Confused, is it curious? I wouldn't recommend really you visit any cross-dressing bars, because he has in the past got a little bit confused in those situations.
Okay. Hang on, let me get that.
Wow.
If you ever want to confess anything to Stu, well, you know the response won't be great, take him down to the local pub on a Tuesday evening for steak, chips and a beer. Wait for him to take his first mouthful and then start talking. You know that you've got at least a minute to say everything you want to say and then make a quick exit, as you know it's going to take him forever to chew his food.
When Stuart was a little boy, he didn't used to like to hear anyone arguing, so if there was ever an argument in our house, he'd simply stop it by blowing his whistle, his imaginary whistle.
Brilliant!
Don't think you've got away with it lightly, Michaela. Stuart, here is some advice for you. If you see Michaela doing this, she's not trying to insinuate anything frisky that might happen. She's trying to clean her green bogies. One more thing, if Michaela leaves anything on her plate and pushes it aside, if it's battered or breadcrumb or anything of that texture, don't eat it. She will have you.
Brilliant!